Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to do a detailed review of the latest offering from Nokia in India, the Nokia 2.4. So this device has been launched for a price of 10,399 rupees for the 3GB RAM and 64GB internal storage. And the important thing about all the Nokia devices is the 2-year Android upgrades, which is mentioned here on the box package. Now we have the blue variant of this device, so we're going to talk about this device, how good is the device, what all features it offers, and what are the pros and cons of this device for the price segment it is being offered. So let's get started. So if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So now let's go straight into the review aspect. So first let's have a look at the design and build quality. Now if you look at the design aspect, you can see that the back panel definitely looks attractive, although the camera placement is kind of tried and tested one, but the material quality and the looks actually look pretty good. You can see the Nokia logo here, and the back panel pattern actually looks good. The dual tone coloring, everything looks well in place. The slim body and the overall front panel design also looks quite okay. For the budget segment, we have a notch here, the U notch, and the bezels have the side bezels are kind of okay. The bottom bezel have the Nokia branding again, and we have the HD plus resolution display. Now you also get the power and volume keys here and the dedicated button, and you get the SIM tray. We have a dedicated SD card slot. So overall, in terms of design and build quality, this is something which is pretty good. Now what we really liked about this device is the slimness and the grip it gives, and the overall build quality. It's actually a solid build quality, even though it's a polycarbonate material. It is a solid and well built phone. That's something which is really good about the Nokia 2.4. So that's the design and build quality. Now next let's talk about the display. So this device comes with an HD plus resolution display, and this is quite a decent display out there now at 10,500 rupees. HD plus displays aren't uncommon, but then this device does have a decent display. You can see here the touch response feels quite smooth, and you can also see the viewing angles are quite okay. The brightness levels are kind of adequate, but outdoor visibility could have been slightly better. But overall we feel the display is kind of okayish for the price segment it is being offered. The colors are also again quite good, and it's a pretty vivid display for this price segment. Now next let's talk about the software. So this is one of the most important aspect about the Nokia devices, the software. So Nokia devices come with a clean and stock UI. If you look at the stock Android experience here, you can also see that. Let's just reduce the brightness a bit. So here you can see that it's a very clean UI. No additional apps installed, just the basic apps, just the Chrome and some Google apps are installed. Other than that, no third-party apps included here. And if you look at the settings panel, you can see this is the stock Android experience, and this is under the Android One platform, which means you get 2 years of Android upgrades and 3 years of security patches, which is something which is really good for this price segment, because you seldom see OEMs providing 2 years of security updates for a 10,000 rupees priced device, because it's under Android One, and Nokia has been one brand which has been providing updates for almost all of their budget smartphones. So this is also going to get 2 years of upgrades and 3 years of security patches. So that is something which is really good. So if you're a person who wants the latest updates, then at this price segment, this is a good offering. Now you don't get any third-party option or any additional options, very basic UI, and this is under the Android One platform. So software is definitely one of the highlights of this device. Now moving on to the performance side. Now this device is powered by the MediaTek Helio P22 octa-core processor with 3GB RAM. Now the Helio P22 is one of the disappointing aspect probably of this device, because this is a price segment where we see Helio G series, the gaming series chipsets, and the P22 is definitely not the best of chipsets available at this price segment. The Helio P22 is an entry-level chipset which we have seen on a lot of smartphones, but for 10,500 rupees we feel this is definitely not the chipset you should be getting. Also in terms of day-to-day experience, we don't see any major issues or lags, but this is definitely not a great powerhouse at this price segment, and also it's not a device for even for casual gaming, because Helio P22 is definitely not the device for gamers. So if you're looking for great performance at 10,000 rupees, this is definitely not a device to go. But for decent experience, this should be quite decent enough, because it has 3GB RAM, 64GB storage, and you can expand the storage with the dedicated SD card slot as well. Now it also comes with the face unlock and the fingerprint scanner, which are quite good because these do provide decent experience overall. And the call quality is something which is quite good on this device, and you do get a dual SIM card and 4G support on this device. Now next, let's talk about the camera. So we have a dual camera setup on this device. We have a 13 megapixel primary sensor and a 2 megapixel depth sensor, and a 5 megapixel front camera is included, and there is also a dedicated night mode included on this camera. Now if you look at the camera, we have seen quad camera setup and triple camera setup at this price segment, and here we are seeing a dual camera setup. Now the cameras are kind of strictly average at this price segment. We feel Nokia should have gone with slightly better overall experience, if not quad camera or triple camera, but the performance could have been better. Now there is also night mode included. Overall we feel it's kind of a average experience in terms of camera, not a stellar performance, but you won't be disappointed as such. But then we feel if you're looking for a great camera experience, definitely this is not the device to go with because there are better camera smartphones in this price segment. Now next and the final aspect is the battery life. So this device comes with a 4500 mAh capacity battery, and this has pretty good battery life with 4500 mAh capacity and Android One platform and HD plus resolution display. You can get around like 1.5 days of battery life easily on this device, which is again pretty good. So if you are a person who wants a good battery life, this is definitely good, and Nokia smartphones are known for pretty good battery life overall. Now finally we'll talk about some of the cons of this device. One of the most important con is the micro USB charging port. Now in 2020, even for budget smartphones, we are seeing USB Type-C port getting normal. Now here we have the micro USB port and not the Type-C port, which is kind of disappointing as such. And another one is that it comes with a 5-watt charger, not even a 10-watt charger. So 5-watt charger and 4500 mAh capacity battery. It will definitely take almost like 4 to 5 hours to charge that device. So that is something which is definitely not great. Nokia should have at least provided a 10-watt charger, if not a higher fast charger. At least 10 watts should have been provided, but here you get just a 5-watt charger. So that's again another con. So overall, if you look at the price segment, we feel it's slightly on the higher priced and the cons of the device, as I said before, the micro USB charging port, then 5-watt charger, the cameras are kind of average, and the performance isn't really stellar. Now the good thing about this device is that the build quality is solid, looks are pretty good, the display is pretty good, and the software is really good, and then you also get pretty good battery life as well. So if you're looking for a smartphone for online classes or for your kid for learning, then this is an ideal choice because it has a larger display, good battery life, and clean and stock Android experience. So in that aspect, the Nokia 2.4 is a decent device overall. But if you're a power user at 10,500, you do get better options in terms of better processing abilities, better cameras, and even larger capacity batteries as well. So if you're a power user, then we would suggest you to get something else. But if you're looking for a device with clean and stock Android experience, especially for elderly people or students, then the Nokia 2.4 is a decent device to buy. So that was a detailed review of the Nokia 2.4. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.